Little disclaimer, you're going to hear my 3D printer in the background, so that's what that noise is. But today I wanted to show off my custom Imaginext figures that I made with my 3D printer. But before we do that, I have a small Spookables haul. I have 3 Funko Pops and 4 Blu-rays that I'm going to show off today. We'll get the Blu-rays started first. I don't Uh, it's all Marvel and Star Wars, both the Blu-rays and the Pops. So anyway, no, I do not have a 4K player, but it does come with the This one comes with the Blu-ray disc as well, so I went ahead and picked it up. The price tag on this was $10. And keep in mind, I traded for all this. I took what was left of my single issue comic book collection. I'm still going to collect like the trade paperbacks and the hardcovers and all that as far as collected editions. But the single issues, I'm kind of done with those unless I'm going to pick them up to read. So, but anyway, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings on 4K and Blu-ray. Again, don't have a 4K player, but it does have the Blu-ray disc, and I've only seen this movie once, and I did like it. I had never heard of this character until the movie was coming out, so ain't it funny how the MCU kind of introduces you to characters that you've never even heard of, and then you go and like, yep, they actually appeared in the comics. Okay, these next 2 Blu-rays I've never seen. Of course, this movie's kind of fairly new to a degree. Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3, and yes, I do have 1 and 2. This was $10. Never seen it, but hopefully it's good. Yeah. Another one I haven't seen that I've kind of heard is not really that good, but I still picked it up anyway just to check it out. We have Thor: The Dark World. This Blu-ray was $6. And then the last Blu-ray, and this is actually a Blu-ray set. Star Wars: The Complete Saga. And I actually do want to take this one out to show you all. This was $20. I don't think this version of the set had the bootleg version. I think this is the re-released version. I know when they originally released it with Darth Vader on the cover, people started counterfeiting that one. So I don't think this one had any bootleg copies, but you never know. It looked okay to me, but I'm actually going to show this one off. First up, The Phantom Menace. This collects only the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy. The sequel trilogy is not in here, but I already have those on Blu-ray. So we have The Phantom Menace and awesome artwork of Darth Maul. I don't see any credits to the artist on this one or the next one. We have Attack of the Clones, which probably is one of my... This is probably my most least favorite Star Wars movie, I think. It's been a while since I've seen Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. I actually saw Revenge of the Sith twice this year. Because I saw it in the theater for its 20th anniversary, and then I rewatched it later on disc. We have Revenge of the Sith next. Anakin, and then the Anakin versus Obi-Wan scene. A New Hope with artwork featuring Han Solo, Princess Leia, and Luke Skywalker. Empire Strikes Back with Yoda and Luke and R2 in the back. Return of the Jedi with Anakin versus Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine in his throne. Then we have the first bonus disc. This has episodes 1 through 3 archives. And Boba Fett writing, I don't know what that is, but I don't know every Star Wars creature, but next we have bonus disc number 2, which has the episodes 4 through 6 archives, and we have Han Solo with the Ewoks. And then the last bonus disc we have is, what is this? Oh, documentaries and, what does it say, spoofs? Which I'm assuming is bloopers. And we have this image with C-3PO and R2-D2 going on there. And then we have a little Guide to the Galaxy booklet, and we have artwork of every Star Wars character from the first 6 movies. Actually, I haven't pulled this booklet out yet. I'm kind of curious as to what's in it. Oh, it just tells you, like, what kind of special features are on the discs and that kind of stuff. Okay. Oh, it's got a little bit of artwork. Okay. Alright. So those were the Blu-rays. Now I'm going to show you all the Funko Pops. We have 2 Star Wars Pops. One is from 2013, one is from 2014. Jason over at Spookables was asking $10 each for these, and they are out of box, which I'm normally an in-box collector, but for these it was like, what the heck, they're cool, let's just get them. From 2013 we have a Tusken Raider, little Funko Pop bobblehead. Awesome pop there, and the base actually does come off, the black Star Wars base. So we have a Tusken Raider, and then we have, this is from 2014, we have Emperor Palpatine, and the base also comes off of him as well. So yeah, Emperor Palpatine and a Tusken Raider. So $20 for those two. 20, 30, 40, but roughly $45 for the Blu-rays. And then this next pop he was asking $5 for, and this pop, if it's in the box and condition's good and all that, this is about a $40 pop. Now it is out of box, but I got this one for $5, trade credit wise. And but yeah, if this pop was originally in the box, it's worth roughly around $40. And I got it for $5. We have the iconic Hulk versus Loki from the first Avengers film. Awesome pop. Hulk does bobble a little bit. Unfortunately, Loki does not. But that's okay. It's still a cool pop. When did this one come out? Doesn't say. Okay. Oh, yeah, it does. 2018. 2018. Alright. So that was my little Spookables haul, but let's get to the reason why y'all are here is to see my custom-made Imaginext figures. Now, I will tell you all this. I did use Microsoft Copilot to make these figures. I don't know how to draw, and I'm not good at graphic design. So AI was a helpful tool for me to make these figures. They're pretty much all DC characters except for one. And they're pretty much all Batman villains except for 2. So I'm going to get the Batman villains out of the way real quick. And the one I'm actually making right now on the printer is Solomon Grundy. I know Imaginext has made a Solomon Grundy figure, but I decided to make my own. So First up, we have, and they still need some work as far as sanding and that kind of stuff, but I'm going to show them off anyway. And Imaginext does have a figure of this character. I just decided to make my own. We have Ra's al Ghul. Ra's al Ghul. And they don't move. They're posed. They don't move, which I'm making them for me, so it really doesn't bug me that they don't move. But and even if I were to sell them, they make great display pieces. So which one I want to do next? This is another character Imaginext has made, but again, I decided to make my own. We have Black Mask. Awesome figure. Right there. This is a figure Imaginext has not made. It's one I could see them making, but they just haven't yet. I don't know if they're going to or not. We have the Ventriloquist and Scarface. Awesome piece right there, and I did have to add a piece to connect them together. But anyway, we have the Ventriloquist and Scarface. This is the Arnold Wesker version. I also made a Peyton Riley. I had AI design a Peyton Riley one, and I've yet to print that one, but I am gonna do a Peyton Riley Ventriloquist with the Scarface doll. And then the last Batman villain I have, and this one I know Imaginext will never make because of how dark this character is. We have Victor Zsasz, and he's got some chains on him and stuff. This is a character I know Imaginext will not make because of how dark this character is, but I went ahead and made my own, so yeah. And then the last DC character, and this is a character that is not in the it's a DC Comics character, but it's not in the same universe as like Superman and Batman. And boy, I love this figure. We have V from V for Vendetta, and I can't believe it. All I did was punch in some words in the keyboard for Copilot, and it made exactly like V looks in the movie, which is crazy. I don't know if it's the angle or what, but for some odd reason, V kind of looks like he's a little bit fat right there. I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of weird, but still a cool figure. And then the last one, and this is the only non-DC character I've made with the figure, with the Imaginext figures. We have Usagi Yojimbo, my favorite comic book series that is not DC or Marvel. And the sword, this one, the sword does come off, so there's the little katana sword. So been having some fun creating these. I'm really just making them for my personal use because I'm wanting to get back into making some stop motion movies. V and Usagi I really just made just for the heck of it, but the Batman villains, I would like to use those for the stop motion, so that is why I had those made. I would, as far as other Batman villains, I would like to make Hush and the Phantasm. I have created some other characters with the AI, such as like a Arkham Knight version of Scarecrow, the Arkham Knight himself, Professor Pig, who else? Harvey Bullock, Aaron Cash, Renee Montoya. I've even done my own versions of Poison Ivy and Two-Face. And yes, I know Imaginext has made Poison Ivy and Two-Face, but again, decided to make my own. Who else did I make? The Calendar Man. I did the Calendar Man. The Mad Hatter, the Clock King, and a bunch of other ones. So, Clayface, I did Clayface, but why is his sword not wanting to go back in his hand? There we go. Okay, that is it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed. We're about 15 minutes in, so I'm going to wrap it up here. If y'all did enjoy the video, please consider hitting the like button and subscribe. I don't force it on anybody because, I mean, you can't force people to subscribe to your channel. But anyway, that is it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you all in the next video.